I got to get to KT in Washington, D.C. I haven't heard from him in ages. KT in D.C., how are you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, Hake? Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you?
Doing well, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Hey, what's going on, Joel Friday? Good
What's
to
up,
see you.
KT? Good to hear from you, man.
Nice.
Good. I just wanna call you out here, Hake.
Okay.
I'm tired of you just licking Trump's boots, man.
How so? How how am I? Are you serious? How?
You are a Trump boot licker, man. Come on, Hake.
But okay,
Hake, I've never heard you disagree. I mean, can you give me something? Name at least two bad things that Trump did
yes.
during his campaign, during his campaign as president.
During his tenure, his first term.
Oh, during his tenure as president.
Yeah, his first term, we call it. Yeah, I did not like. I didn't care for him banning the bump stocks. I did not care for him kissing up to women and sending these women all over the world, including his daughter Ivanka, and I think he might have listened to his son-in-law as well too much. I didn't appreciate him listening to. I didn't really think that he necessarily should have been listening to Kanye's ex-wife so much on those criminal justice stuff. He was too nice to like the criminals and kissing up to the blacks. So the blacks and the women and the gays, I felt, the thing is though, KT, is that I knew that he would be like that going into it. So none of that was a disappointment really, because I expected that from him. I knew that he would be wrong on some things.
So you didn't really answer my question then.
No, but those are two things that I disagreed with.
No, I'm saying, okay, policy-wise, what did he do during his tenure as president that you did not disagree with?
That I did not agree with.
Policy-wise.
Yeah, when I say he kissed up to the criminals, he did the First Step Act, and from what I understand, that was not a good thing. And I mentioned the bump stocks, and he sent women around the world. Those are policies that he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so but those policies weren't real shocks to me, you know? I didn't expect him to be like 100% agreeing with what I'm about, you know?
Was there anything that he did that shocked you and you're like, oh my gosh, what did this guy just do?
No. Even when he unfurled that rainbow flag at one point and was nice to the gays, and even that did not shock me because I already knew what he was like. He didn't put on any pretenses that he was not that way. You know what I mean?
Him printing $6 trillion didn't shock you?
If he can print me some, I wouldn't.
You know, that stuff I don't understand or know. So I don't know that he personally did that. I don't know, but no, that did not. The money stuff did not shock me. He had the economy much improved from what it was before and what it is. That may have been wrong for him to do that, but I didn't know anything about that. That did not shock me. It did not shock me because I didn't know about it. Go ahead.
And him pushing the jabs and encouraging the jabs and not firing Fauci didn't shock you?
No, none of that shocked me.
Him not standing up.
Go ahead.
Him not standing up to
the what?
To the social media companies didn't shock you?
What do you mean by standing up? Because he did a little bit of standing up.
He didn't do any standing up. He didn't even. He didn't pass any laws.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like when he invited these people who were banned, and then his administration disinvited certain ones who were unpalatable. No, none of that shocked me. He's like a liberal boomer. He is a liberal boomer, but yet he thinks for himself. So in that way, I appreciate him. You shouldn't be shocked. You were shocked by all these things?
I was shocked when he didn't fire Fauci. I was
Really?
shocked seeing him. Yeah, I was shocked when he didn't fire him. I was shocked when he was out there pushing this vaccine,
Yeah.
telling people to go get vaccinated, and the liberal media, MSNBC, using his sound bites against people on the right, saying, "Oh, look, Trump is here pushing the vaccine.
I
You
didn't
need to
see
get
that.
vaccinated."
I don't
Your
watch
president is pushing it.
I don't watch MSNBC, but if you're dumb enough to be influenced by MSNBC to use Trump's words against the people.
No, my point is,
Yeah.
He was out there pushing vaccine, and the left wing media was out here supporting him.
Uh-huh.
He was out here entertaining Fauci, didn't fire him. He said, "Oh, arrest Hillary Clinton." Did nothing, absolutely nothing.
He did try to go into Hillary Clinton, but his I understand that I'm giving him kind of an excuse on this, but his White House counsel said it looks too political, and so
it looks too political. But
no, he did try. Hold on, he did try to go in on Hillary. He made attempts on investigating Hillary. But he can only do so much when it's hard to find good help these days.
Come on, Hake.
No, listen to me.
His people got arrested. What's this guy, the guy from Blackbird, got arrested. He got raided. His house got raided. And nothing, he didn't even make any attempt to arrest or investigate Hillary Clinton? Nothing.
He did. He did make an attempt. Wait, you're saying that he didn't, and I'm telling you that he did. I looked into it.
What? I mean, we didn't see it. What attempt did he make?
Go look into it. Because I read into it that he did try to investigate Hillary.
A lot of on Trump's side got investigated. Some got arrested. Some got.
And how are you? But why are you blaming Trump for stuff that other people are doing?
I'm not blaming Trump because of that. I'm saying he didn't do anything on his end.
Yeah, he did.
To investigate people on the left.
Yes, he
or
did.
even arrest people on the left. None.
Yeah, he did.
Like who?
He tried to go after Hillary. He was trying to do this stuff with the schools, get rid of the liberal influence in the schools, which is a big issue right now. The communist influence in the schools. He was doing an investigation. Art has called in with the child sex trafficking stuff. Like there were all kinds of different things that he was trying to do, but he doesn't have the whole institution on all the people on his side. They have.
That's a good point you bring up. He doesn't have a lot of people on his side. He said, "Oh,
including
we're gonna get rid of the swamp," and he hired the swamp.
Yeah,
he hired this guy.
But even that didn't shock me because every morning, like he would read the New York Times, and you have to hire the type of people who are able to work with people, and who do you?
But then that just shows you Trump does not know. Trump makes bad decisions.
So you think you think you would have done better?
Absolutely. And the people he said he was gonna the swamp people.
Yeah.
He hired swamp people that turned on him.
Yeah, very true.
What's the guy? What's this guy? I'm forgetting his names here because I've not even been keeping up.
Bill Barr, Mike Pence. Everybody, no matter who you hire, somebody's gonna. You never know who's gonna turn on you. But Mike Tyson,
shows you
that's not his
that
fault.
Shows you that's his fault. He has bad judgment.
Some of it may be his fault, yeah. But some of it, you have to. Some of these. Hold on. I mean, yeah, that. Yes, I agree with you. Some of these people were just bad choices. Period. But think about it. A lot of these people that you appoint, the Senate has to approve them.
Okay.
And the Senate is not going to approve somebody who's based.
Why not?
What's that?
I mean, at least try and appoint him and then let him get rejected by the Senate. At least we know you try to appoint people that are not part of the swamp. But he did the opposite.
All right. But KT, you should not be shocked by disappointment.
Oh no,
Hello?
I was shocked. I was shocked.
That's where you went wrong, I think.
No. How did I go wrong on that?
Because you should not be. Even the Bible says, "Do not be shocked by the evil in the world," and you shouldn't just turn on people. You know.
I'm not turning on Trump. I'm
Okay.
just.
So you're still going to vote for him?
I'm not, absolutely not going to vote for him.
Then you turn it on. Go ahead, Joel.
Can I make a comment, KT?
Yes,
Go
ahead, Joel.
About the shock thing is that if there is shock, oftentimes, in my opinion, it's based off of you having a opinion about somebody previously, and then when they don't do it the way you want them to do it, then it's shock.
Yeah.
When James is kind of right when he's saying that there shouldn't be a shock about anything because you don't have an expectation of what they should or shouldn't do. You either like them for the things that they do or leave it at that. But if you're shocked, it's because you were hoping or you had your expectation in him doing everything you expected him to do.
And I think it's a bit naive to think that you would be able to go in there and do better than what he did.
No, but here's the thing. Trump advertised himself as the outsider, the non-political, the guy who's not tied to any political interests, the guy who's not tied to the donors. He advertised himself as that, but he went in and just did the exact same thing that the people he criticizes do. He did the exact same thing. He didn't do anything profound or noble or anything profound during his time as president.
Yes, he did.
What did he do? What did he do?
He set an example that was unlike any.
Besides sending out tweets.
No.
And,
I'm not just talking about tweets. Let me finish.
Okay.
I thought it was so deep when he stood there as the only one who told the truth as he saw it about Charlottesville. You know, the riot when Antifa and Black Lives Matter and the scum of the earth politicians allowed and attacked the right-wing whites who were over there protesting the tearing down of the General Lee statue and the replacement of white people.
Okay.
He's like, what about the alt-left? You know, there was a lot of violence coming from the other side, but they're only blaming the one side. He said there was violence on many sides. There's very fine people on both sides of the argument of tearing down the monuments. And so he remained in his own way an independent thinker. And that was so refreshing to hear a politician stand up and change the culture in a way that no other politician that I know of, which I don't know a lot, has done. So even with all of the policy stuff, all the policy failures, and those were failures, and the bad hires, and those were bad hires, still, I appreciate him for he really was an independent thinker in those ways. For a boomer to be talking like that, and he was calling black women racists. That's such a racist question. He told one NPR black lady, I think. So those things were, although that has nothing to do with policy, that is sets a good example in the culture and as a man and as a white man. So I really appreciated that about him.
I mean, for me personally, I don't care about the race stuff. I think the race stuff is just a distraction.
No, but he does too.
Well, what do you mean he does too? He doesn't care about the race stuff?
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're racist. No other politician calls out the phony cries of racism like he did.
I mean, yeah, okay, good. That's good on him.
Yeah, see?
And
there you go.
Sure. But for me personally, I don't care about that race stuff. It's just a bunch of mess. I think it's a distraction.
But my point isn't about race. My point,
stuff.
my point is how he set an example as an independent thinker.
An independent thinker? You think you look at Trump supporters? Trump supporters are not independent thinkers.
I didn't say they were. I'm talking about him.
Oh, okay.
You're right. You're
okay.
right. There are a whole lot of cult followers of him. There are a whole lot of cult followers of JLP. There's a whole lot of cult followers of the Bible, they think. There's a whole lot of cult followers of atheism, and practically everyone is a cult follower. So that's true. But I'm talking about him. And the example he set, I maybe you don't see the depths of how he stood amid the pressure about the race thing.
KT, you don't like so you're saying you don't like the fact that he said one thing and then when you got in there, he did another.
It's not even that, right? Well, yeah, you can say that, right?
I can understand that because it looks like a hypocrite. So, but is that your issue?
Well, that's my gripe. That's one gripe, and another gripe is he just went in and did things that have never been done before. You know, voting to pass the red flag laws. He's the first Republican president to go in and I put Republican in quotes and conservative in quotes. He's the first Republican president to go in and sign an anti-Second Amendment law. That red flag law was my first red flag for me. I was like, why would he do that? That's just so odd for so-called Republican right-wing president to go in and sign a law that's anti-Second Amendment. You know, I'm a big Second Amendment guy.
Right.
You know, that raised my antennas. And then come COVID, he starts pushing there's vaccines and it's just 2 weeks, another 2 weeks, lockdown. And then he goes and fire Fauci, no fire Fauci. You know, things like that.
So you wouldn't vote for him again?
Absolutely not. I'm not going to waste my time voting for him. Absolutely not.
Interesting. No. Well, I appreciate it, KT.
Yeah.
Let's talk more another day. But it's great to hear from you again.
Absolutely. And I mean, one thing I'll give Trump is he's a straight talker. He's a old school New York guy. No nonsense. He talks straight. But he's also he's a marketer, and he knows how to BS his way around the truth. And he did a very good job BSing his way through that campaign and through his presidency. He did a great job. And it's just sad to see a lot of so-called conservatives falling for it. And I can bet you $100, not even $100,000 right now, Hake. I'm not looking at the chat, but there are people in the chat calling me names or saying he's an anti-Trumper. Or
don't worry about that,
man. I can bet you that. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm just showing you an example of how people just blindly follow.
But are you better because you seem like emotionally blinded yourself in overreacting?
I'm not. Oh, hey, I am the last person who'll be emotional about something, especially another person.
But
I'm not emotional about it. No, absolutely not.
You're not emotional against Trump at all. Like, you're not annoyed by me supporting Trump.
Absolutely not. Okay. Absolutely not.
Nice,
That's
man.
the last thing I'll be emotional about. No, absolutely not.
So you're not irritated that I still support him even in the face of all those things that you said, which a lot of them are true.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
I'm not irritated one way. No.
Okay.
No.
Nice, man. Well, let's talk again, man. It's good to hear from you. KT from DC. Take care, man.
Absolutely.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Take care.
All right,
man.
You as well.
Adios.
Bye-bye.